This, ladies and gentlemen, is the brand new Giant Propel Advanced SL. And today we're going to ride it and see how it performs. But first, let's go through the details, give you a full tour of this brand new bike. So let's dive in. So the Propel first launched in 2012 when Aero road bikes were a new thing and well before disc brakes arrived on the scene, and was updated in 2018 with disc brakes and a brand new handlebar and stem. But for 2023, we had the third generation bike and there's lots and lots of changes, as you can see. Visually, to my eyes at least, it looks a lot less aero than the old bike, but it is faster than the old bike, which we'll talk about more in a bit. But clearly, it's a much slimmer frame than the old bike. Really skinny rear stays, chain stays, seat tube, and the ISM as with the old bike. And the only real clue is an aero bike. It's the front end, a much deeper head tube, and that cam tail shaped down tube. Now, the big benefit of this new frame is it's much lighter than the old bike. This actual bike with a Dura-Race Di2 group set, size ML without pedals, weighs 6.9 kilograms, which is lighter than the new Track Madone SLR and lighter than the MV Melee I showed you a while ago. So very light for an aero road bike and not much heavier than a bike like the TCL Advanced in a similar specification. So that gap between a lightweight bike and aero bike is definitely getting narrower and narrower all the time.
Giant is keen to remind us that the new bike is built for racing. That's why it debuted with success, 2-stage victories at this year's Tour de France. So it's no surprise it's more aero than the old bike. A claimed 6.21 watt saving or 27 seconds at 40 kilometers per hour, which is fast for us mere mortals, but the bread and butter of a pro peloton. It's not only more aero, but also 225 grams lighter and 9.2% stiffer. The frame weight of 845 grams makes it one of, if not the lightest, aero frames currently available. And furthermore, Giant have found savings in all the small parts of the frame, from the headset to the rear mech hanger. This reduced drag and weight comes from all new tube profiles developed to offer the best performance for real-world riding conditions.
One of the big changes to the new bike is a brand new handlebar, stem and fork stereo tube. So all the cables, like in the old bike, are internally routed, but they actually go underneath the stem and into the frame with these interlocking stereo tube spaces here. We have a new stereo tube as well, designed to allow the cable to go into the frame much more easily than before. And the benefit of the old system, it's lighter, it's easier to work on, more adjustable, and in my opinion, it looks much better as well.
Meanwhile, in the pursuit of more speed, comfort hasn't been ignored. Whether pro cyclists really crave comfort is something we can argue about later, but thanks to a new seat tube, chain stays and seat posts, there's a massive 85% boost in seated comfort. There's also space for wide 30mm tyres, so long rides on a Propel should be just fine.
So new bike looks good, it sounds good, but how does it ride? Well, let me get changed and go for a spin and find out.
I can't quite believe I'm actually riding the brand new Giant Propel, and I couldn't do it without all your support, so thank you. Right, what can I tell you about the bike? Well, not a lot of detail to be honest. The very brief, short first ride. There will be a longer review on the channel over the next few weeks. But for now, I tell you, it's definitely fast. I mean, rapid. You notice a lack of weight straight away when you pick it up out of the car, when you're tooting around at low speed. But then it picks up speed so quickly. And then before you know it, you're hurtling along at 35, 40k an hour, tucked down low, getting aero, going as fast as you possibly can. I can't wait to see how it compares to other aero bikes on the market. Nowhere near as radical as a new Track Madone SLR, but definitely looks better to my eyes based on my first impression today. From where I'm sitting on a size ML, got the same handling performance as my TCR. I'm sure the numbers are very similar. So very predictable, very intuitive handling, definitely corners extremely well. And then there's comfort, usually the Achilles heel of aero race bikes. So how does it compare to other bikes and my TCR? Well, I'll save that for a future review on the bike. But for now, it doesn't feel harsh on this rough road I'm riding. And while I'm riding different wheels and tyres, my first impression is that it's dealing with a rough road extremely well and delivering a pretty smooth ride for a bike designed to be so aero. And when you've got an aero race bike that's as light as this, why do you need anything lighter? Get the aero benefits and none of the weight penalty of a traditional aero bike. And it does make me question the future of the TCR. Still lighter, yes, for weight weenies, but 6.9 for an aero bike. So one thing's clear, I can't wait to spend more time on this bike, and there will be a full in-depth review coming very soon. So there are some other things to talk about with the new bike. Let's dive into those now.
Giant hasn't only worked on the frame set, they've also worked on some brand new wheels, which we'll talk about in a moment, and they've also worked on some new bottle cages, because nobody rides an aero bike without water bottles, so they've developed these new aero water bottles to minimise drag around the area of the frame. But these wheels look pretty cool, don't they? Brand new Calyx wheel set with carbon fibre spokes. Let's dive into some more details on those now.
Giant hasn't just been busy with a new Propel Aero frame set, it's also developed brand new Calyx 50 Ultra disc wheels and Aero tuber tyres. A big part of the drag on a bike does come from the wheels and tyres, so developing new wheels and tyres for this new aero bike makes a lot of sense. The wheels are 50mm deep with aero bladed carbon spokes, yes, carbon spokes, laced with brand new aero hubs and weigh a claimed 1,349 grams, which is seriously lightweight. The rims are hookless because Giant is a real advocate for hookless, with a wide 22.4mm internal width designed around wide tyres that make the most of the benefits big rubber offers: grip, comfort and contact patch. And then the brand new Aero tyres, only available in a 25mm width but wider on these wide rims and weigh a claimed 290 grams. And feel very impressive based on my first ride, but more miles will be needed to reassess their qualities in depth. Prices haven't been finalised at the time of making this video, so I'll publish them below when they are available. But the range will include the Advanced SL0, which I was lucky enough to ride, with a new Shimano Dura Di2 group set and a brand new Calyx 50 Ultra wheels. The Advanced SL1 steps down to a SRAM Force group set with Calyx 50 disc wheels. Stepping down to a non-SL version, the Advanced Pro Zero Di2 features a new Ultegra 12-speed group set. The Advanced Pro 1 keeps the same frame and fork with a SRAM Rival ETAP Axis group set. Another step down a range, and the Advanced 1 forgoes the SL fork and features a SRAM Rival group set. And last but not least is the Advanced 2 with a mechanical 105 11-speed group set.
So that's been a quick first ride on a brand new Propel Advanced SL. I will get a chance for a more in-depth review in the future, so make sure you stay tuned if you want to see that. But in the meantime, if you want to see some more aero road bikes, then check this video out here, and don't forget to subscribe by hitting this button down here. And if you've got any questions, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. Okay, thanks for watching, and see you again very soon.